Hello everyone, let's start with the problem maximum difference between even and odd frequency 1. So this problem is from leetcode. It says you are given a string S consisting of lowercase English letters. Got it? So in English we have 26 lowercase English letters. So the string S consists of all these combination of uh, all or some of the combination of these lowercase English letters. Your task is to find maximum difference diff, which is frequency of A minus frequency of V between frequency of characters A and V in the string, such that A has an odd frequency in the string. Got it? A2 has a even frequency in the string. Return the maximum difference. We'll have to return maximum difference. Okay. So let's go to the board and see what they're trying to say. So they have given, we'll have to find this diff which has to be max. Okay, maximum we'll have to find, which is defined as frequency of A1 minus frequency of A2, they're saying. And this A has to be an odd. I mean, frequency of A1 is a character basically in the string, but its frequency has to be an odd. In the first place, this has to be an odd value, and this place it has to be an even value, that they're saying. So you need to find differences that the frequency here has to be an odd, the frequency here has to be an even. So if you want to somehow maximize this value, so here we have a subtraction. So this value somehow you will have to increase, you will have to find in such a way that this is maximum frequency. And if you are subtracting some value out of this, so this value has to be minimum. Okay, it has to be minimum as possible, so that this minus this will become a maximum value overall. So I think pretty much that will take care into this problem. So let's understand first problem, where S they have given is A 5 times BBC. A 5 times BBC. So see, you'll have to fill here frequency with an odd value. So if you see A's frequency is 5 times, this has 2 times, this has 1 time. So we have two options, two odd values. So let's say if you want to put this value, this odd value, that will be 1 minus, and we have only one even value. There is no choice, so we'll have to put this 2. This value is minus 1. But if you take this value, that will be 5 minus, and you're taking one even value, that will be 3. So if you see among these two, which is maximum value, obviously maximum value is 3. So that's why I said in the here we will have to choose odd frequency and maximum odd frequency we'll have to choose here. And since we don't have any choice here in case of even, so we'll put it directly. And also in the question they have said if it is not possible, then you will have to minus 1. Meaning of that is, let's say you have B only one time, we have all the odds value, we don't have even. So in that case we can't put odd frequency here. Odd frequency has to be put here, even frequency is not there, so leave it, just return minus 1. That's it. So now let's go to the second example. Second example says ABC, ABC, AB. Second example, S is ABC, ABC, AB. Now let's try to find the frequency of A. Frequency of A is 3. Frequency of B is also 3. Frequency of C is 2. So in this case, if you see, so answer will be, you have to choose maximum frequency, so which is 3 only, and you will have to choose minimum even frequency. So we don't have any choice, we have only one, so answer is 1, which is clearly shown in this example. So how will we be solving this problem? Basically we will be constructing the unordered map. We'll take the frequency of each character and we'll run through this all the key value pairs in this, and we'll check if it is an odd frequency. So in that case we'll take one variable odd, which will be initialized to int minimum because we want to maximize its value. So we'll compare if this is odd, and we'll take max of odd comma this value frequency. Basically we'll do this way. So in this case, if you see, it is int minimum and then frequency is 3, which is maximum, 3 is maximum, so here odd value will be 3. Again we'll go to second iteration. In this case you have 3 comma 3 max, which is max, 3 comma 3 which is max 3 only, so we'll put it here. And whenever if this frequency is even, in that case even we're trying to minimize the value, right? First we'll initialize even to int max, okay, and we're taking minimum of int even comma this frequency. So we'll try to minimize this value, and at the end we'll have to check, we'll take one variable answer which will be initialized to, let's say, -1, and yeah, we'll return basically answer only. But answer, how we are doing this way, how we are taking is that answer is equals to odd minus even, okay, odd minus even, but we'll have to check max of this. Like if answer is less than odd minus even, in that case we'll have to do. And also we'll have to check if odd and even should not be equal to int minimum, int maximum, which means some values are set. So let me try to code up here and you will understand. We'll take one unordered map. Yeah, let me put it this way in the corner. Unordered map whose type is character and frequency string, whose name is m. We will iterate through this string, and we will put store all the frequency of the character in map. Now what we'll do is we'll take one variable answer which will be initialized to -1. Why -1? In the question they have asked, in the question they have not asked, but somewhere in the solution I got, I think, -1. Return the maximum difference as consists of lower as contains at least one character with odd frequency. Okay, in the question they have said like it will have at least one character with odd frequency and even frequency, so no need of -1 and all. So let answer be normal only. Let's say initialize to 0, and we'll have to check, we'll have to iterate through this map. For iterator map int frequency, that will be it dot second. In maps value there will be frequency. In maps first, it dot first, it will have character. So we are taking frequency. If frequency modulo 2, which means it is an odd number. If it is odd, we'll take one value int odd, which will be initialized to, as I said, we'll have to increase odd value, so that should be initialized to int minimum. And we'll take one more variable even. We are trying to get as low as even number, so first we'll initialize to int max. So if it is even, frequency is odd, so in that case we'll have to make odd max comma frequency. If frequency is even, so we'll take even, we'll try to minimize the even, so minimum of even comma frequency. And once we get odd and even, we'll have to return, basically answer will be, answer is equal to odd minus even, and we'll have to return this answer. Let's try to run the code. It is running. Let's try to submit the code. Yeah, it got accepted. So let's try to analyze the time complexity of this algorithm. If you see here clearly, if we take n as length of string, so this loop is running for n times, and this loop will only be running for 26 times because we have 26 different characters in English alphabets. So this is 26. This loop is constant only basically. If you see, time complexity is ofn only, and space complexity, if you're saying, we are using a map of size 26, so which can be treated as constant only. So yeah, time complexity is linear and space complexity is constant. So thank you guys for watching the video.